The parade began at Shelter Island and will continue to Coronado. Just love looking at those lights out there. Star of India kicking it off. You can see it out there. Beautiful
Great
night.
thing to take your kids to. Actually, my hairdresser was just talking about she was going to go to that event. So a lot of people look forward to that every single year.
It'd be fun to be on one of those boats one year too, right?
Yeah.
A little chilly probably on the water, though, wouldn't you think?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, we're about right in the 60s, 63 at Lindbergh right now. Right on the water though, closer to upper 50s or so. Right now, 59 in Del Mar, 57 in Poway. So yeah, a little chilly out there, but you know what? We've got a little bit of warmer weather coming during the afternoons. The overnights are going to be chilly though. We're going to have some dry air in place and we're going to have a dry wind coming on through, so the overnights are going to be very chilly. We'll start off with the water vapor loop to show where the storms are, where the dry air is, the stormy weather's all of the green and all the bright colors. That's where the clouds are. And of course, we had those high clouds coming on through. What we have going on ahead, especially Monday night into Tuesday, is going to be a Santa Ana event. It'll be one of those where we get those gusty northeast winds, and here's the whole reason why. Around an area of high pressure in the northern hemisphere, we have a clockwise rotation. Down over to our east, south and east of us, closer to New Mexico, we'll have a system set up shop there. That's an area of low pressure, and in the northern hemisphere, it's counterclockwise. So we are between the two, but there is a good gap between the two. So remember this airflow, so it'll go up and out and get pulled right into that area of low pressure, will give us those northeast winds. Now, if this ridge of high pressure had been over the Great Basin and closer to that area of high pressure, we'd have a very severe event on our hands. However, as we go through the week ahead, it will be pretty moderate at times because the winds will be picking up. Those Santa Ana winds will be going from 20 to 40 miles per hour with gusts closer to 60 miles per hour, and I think that's going to be closer to Tuesday. So we'll show you what we look like with 10 News Futurecast. We also have a high wind watch in place, by the way. That's at 10 p.m. on Monday, takes us through Tuesday at 2 p.m. Again, for the inland communities right across the mountains as well, for those northeast winds coming on through. So here's the Futurecast, and we'll start off at 10 p.m. right when this begins. Northeast winds already coming through, not quite gusty yet, and these are sustained winds. Keep that in mind. As we get to about Tuesday, 6 o'clock, 6:30 in the morning, we're back into the double digits from Julian to Campo and all the way to Carlsbad and Oceanside, 15 to 20 mile per hour sustained winds. And then as we go through Tuesday and into Tuesday afternoon, this is going to be Tuesday afternoon at 3:10 p.m. Julian 23, Campo 27, Oceanside at 16. So that's when we start to see some of those offshore winds start to pick up. Those are the sustained, and the gusts will get closer to 40 and 50. So what we have for your overnight lows tonight, we got a 48 in La Mesa, 42 Vista, 37 Ramona. Highs tomorrow, we do have some mid-70s back in the forecast for Poway and El Cajon. 74 Spring Valley, the same thing. Point Loma 69 tomorrow. Got a little breeze coming on through. Right across the coastal communities, we'll sit right close to 70. Santee at 75. You got about 70 for Alpine, La Mesa at 72, and Rancho Bernardo about the same. So the numbers come up 2 to 4 degrees from where we were today. 72 over Valley Center and Escondido 73. The reason they're not going all the way up into the 80s is because there's some very cold air moving in the Rockies, and that's getting pulled our direction with those northeast winds. Borrego Springs at 71, and Mount Laguna at 68, and Julian we're back up to 66. Campo at about 70. So as we go through the week ahead, we've got a lot going on this whole week, right? You've got Christmas Eve, obviously, at the coast. You got 70 or so on Tuesday. We're just right about the same on Wednesday. A little bit cooler on Thursday. A little hazy at times. We'll have some of those high, thin clouds, kind of like we had today on Thursday for Christmas. And then as we go into the weekend, still a little morning fog, 60s for afternoon highs. Your inland numbers into the mid-70s by the time we get into Tuesday. And remember, our days are shorter. This is the shortest day of the year, so Tuesday not a whole lot longer. So that's another reason we're not going to get to the 80. We don't have that daytime heating quite as long. 60s or so on Thursday, just in time for Christmas, so feeling a little cooler at times. Extended forecast for the mountains and the deserts. Notice the deserts are staying in the 60s to near 70. Anytime we get high pressure, we tend to warm up. But remember, the cold wind is getting pulled our direction from right over the Rockies, where today they were in the 30s. Look at the shot across the boats again, the parade of lights. What do you think about that? I wish we were there right now. It's so nice, right?
Yes.
Well, then you wouldn't be working.
Yes.
That is true.
We'd have to be here. But technically, I wish we were here, but right after, I wish we could go there.
That would be so fun.
You really can't ask for a nicer night or a nicer week ahead.
Yeah. No
During
rain.
the first day of winter, it's crazy.
Yeah, exactly. It feels almost like spring again.
Yeah, so nice.
Yeah,
And the days only get longer from here.
That's the best part. More sunshine for us.
Right.